Tharoor saga is only part of a larger story. It's just a chapter in a larger story that very clearly proves the unraveling of entire BJP's narrative, ideology, as well as policies in the last 3 weeks or so. Last 3 weeks have seen a big twist in Indian politics. The opposition, once called traitors by the BJP, mocked with labels like 50 crore ki girlfriend, is suddenly today needed. Why is it needed? This is a story of BJP's desperation, of their realization of their own limitations, of their own surrender. This story has got four main characters. One is the BJP, the other is Mr. Jaishankar, the third is Tharoor, and the fourth is the Congress itself. Jaishankar and Tharoor, as we all know, both are from South India. Both started as diplomats, not as politicians. Uh, in fact, Shashi Tharoor joined Congress only in 2009. Before that, he was the Assistant Secretary General of the United Nations. He even fought the United Nations Secretary General's post. As we know, Jaishankar was a career diplomat. He was a Foreign Secretary of India. He was the ambassador to US as well as China. So both of them were diplomats first, and they became politicians later. So Jaishankar, as of today, is our foreign minister. Why we have to understand that Tharoor also chairs the Parliamentary Foreign Affairs Committee in this Lok Sabha. So technically, he also heads a committee, constitutional body. Now, the interesting thing here is that both of them are not in the main squad of either BJP or Congress. They are being used like impact players in the IPL, brought in only for big moments. Now, this is a story about onion peel moment of the famed Vishwaguru model that BJP has been projecting. And here is how it unfolded. First, after Pahalgam, the Home Minister admitted a mistake that is a rare surrender, but it is a surrender. The second, the BJP government itself admitted that things were out of control. They outsourced the entire response to the army, giving it a free hand, and the army started Operation Sindoor. Now, interestingly, within all these things, the RSS also within this all this myths understood that the narrative is falling off from their grid, and they stepped back when they agreed that to a caste census of India. That is a very strange thing to happen in the midst of all this. Now, Modi's image took the largest hit when, despite the army having POK and Akhand Bharat in its grasp, India accepted Trump's ceasefire. So basically, what the army had gained for India, uh, instead of capitalizing on it, Mr. Modi capitulated in front of Trump. So that was the biggest hit of Modi's image. And finally, the entire BJP ecosystem has gone onto the back foot now. They've been rattled by Trump's trolls so much that they are turning to the same opposition they once called traitors to represent India globally today. So essentially, after the ceasefire mess, the BJP has realized that Jaishankar's 6 year Vishwaguru pitch that he has been giving away, the hard Hindutva, hardline Hindutva, aggressive Hindutva Vishwaguru pitch that he was pitching, not just in India. In India, if BJP was pitching for 400 par, Mr. Jaishankar was pitching for Vishwaguru India across the world. So that has flopped globally. I think the BJP has realized it. Now in an all-party team with Tharoor as the key player, and remember, he is a former UN big shot. This is BJP is trying to out to tell the world that India is no more a Vishwaguru, but a victim of terrorism. That's the story. That's the unraveling of the Vishwaguru delusion that the BJP had thrown, with Mr. Jaishankar being the face. So this hardline Hindutva that BJP took, if it might have benefited it domestically in Indian politics, but this essentially did not cut ice with globally. That is why, even though Mr. Osama bin Laden is found in Pakistan, even though India started the entire operation after Pahalgam, where terrorists killed innocent people, the world saw it. In fact, the world also condoled it. World kind of empathized with India that this kind of terrorism has happened. India started off with attacking the terror bases of Pakistan. In spite of all this, if globally today the entire world is saying that because these two are nuclear powers, let them not fight, let them sit together. And on 10th May at 10:30 a.m., when the Indian army, Colonel Sophia Qureshi, she had essentially said that we had broken the back of a terrorist nation called Pakistan. By 5 o'clock in the evening, just 7 hours later, how come the government of India accepts a ceasefire by Trump, in which he clearly states Pakistan is a great nation. So how can a nation which was a terrorist in my eyes at 10:30 in the morning become a great nation at 5 in the evening just because Mr. Trump thought so? So this is the BJP's fall from Vishwaguru grandiose to accepting the reality of geopolitics. This is as simple as that. Now, within this framework, I think Mr. Tharoor is benefiting from the fact that he has a certain international experience. BJP is short of bench strength. So, since Tharoor has that experience and BJP needs him, both are using each other. I don't think the Congress is, although Congress might have miscalculated it, but Congress will take credit for it because technically Mr. Tharoor is a congressman. So if things go right in the international fora, where if Mr. Tharoor, through his eloquence, he is able to explain and convince a few nations that yes, India has been a target of terror, that India has been a victim of terror. That is what the brief says. That is what the
Right.
government's brief says.
Siddharth, you're right when you say that dot. So, Siddharth, over to you for the last comment on Shashi Tharoor. Which side of the fence is he on actually right now? How do we judge? And what is really happening? Like Srinisa said, we do not know the level of engagement or the level of dissonance, as far as the Congress and Tharoor are concerned. So, where do we see Tharoor right now? Or
Yeah,
suppose
before Tharoor,
returns
yeah,
from the
before
multilateral
Tharoor,
vacation?
before Tharoor, this thing, as Srini sir said, is beyond brownie points. It is beyond BJP's headline management, BJP's brand image that has taken a beating domestically and internationally. Cannot be just made up by putting in Tharoor. But for Tharoor himself, because he is batting on his home pitch, international affairs is his home pitch. So right now, because he is on his home pitch, I think he will perform well. But this, let's understand, when he is going to go as a delegation to an international forum, he is not going to meet the president of a country, and after the meeting the president of the country comes out and says that till yesterday I was wrong, from today I am going to criticize Pakistan. It is not going to happen that way. It's a process. So this is about global actions, whether they are pro India, whether they are anti India, or whether they are ignoring India. Now, even if Mr. Tharoor has a successful campaign, that global action will not be seen overnight. Because it will not be seen overnight, this will not benefit BJP in any way. But it will benefit, and the second casualty here will be Mr. Jaishankar, because Mr. Jaishankar's Vishwaguru image has taken a total beating, and that is why one impact player of yours has not performed. That is why BJP has poached an impact player from another team and making him the impact player. So Mr. Jaishankar is also, now his brownie points are gone. BJP's brownie points are gone. Shashi
No,
Tharoor,
so
obviously, because
I'm
Shashi
told,
Tharoor, obviously, because he's batting on his home pitch, he's going to do well. And Congress will then come in and take credit that, boss, this is our guy who at least made sure that he saved the face of India where the government of India could not do. So I think Congress and Shashi Tharoor will benefit, and BJP and Mr. Jaishankar will lose out in this.
हम बहुत बुरी तरह फेल हो गए. अब तो हमें थरूर और ओवैसी का ही सहारा लेना पड़ेगा.
जी, पूरा प्रकरण बहुत सिंपल में अगर समझें तो विश्व गुरु नाम के प्याज की सारी परतें एक एक करके खुल गई हैं. पहले में गृह मंत्री ने हथियार डाल दिया जब उन्होंने पहलगाम की चूक मान ली. दूसरे में बीजेपी की सरकार ने खुद मान लिया कि मामला उसके हाथ से बाहर है, जब उसने सेना को फ्री हैंड दे दिया और सेना ने ऑपरेशन सिंदूर किया. तीसरे स्टेप में आरएसएस पीछे हट गया जब उसने ये सब के बीच में जातीय जनगणना पर मुहर लगाई, जिसके खुद वो खिलाफ है. मोदी जी की छवि तब खत्म हो गई जब ट्रंप ने सीज फायर की घोषणा की. बाकी सब बीजेपी इकोसिस्टम के का विकेट तब गिर गया जब सेना ने अखंड भारत और पीओके दोनों को मुट्ठी में कर लिया और इन्होंने शाम तक सीज फायर घोषित कर दिया. अब आज पूरी तरह से ये बैकफुट पर तब है जब ट्रंप के ट्रोल्स ने इतना पस्त किया है कि खुद के बताए हुए देशद्रोही विपक्ष को आज दुनिया में भेजने का तय किया है. ये अपने आप में बता रहा है कि इनकी प्याज की सारी परतें खुल चुकी हैं.
जी.